I'm Chuck Nizer, fly fishing guide in Rockport. I first came here in 1967, and I have chronicled in my mind the changes that have taken place. I've fished right here since that date. I've seen things disappear. I've asked why, and I've tried to answer that in this way, that in fishing, I think the three most important days are yesterday, today, and tomorrow. What happened yesterday, where are we today, and where will that lead to tomorrow? In coastal resource, I put it in terms of years. What was here 15 years ago? What was here 20 years? What was here 40 years ago? What happened to it? So if that changed, what is going to change in the future? And will that change be good or will it be bad? And that's been a focus I've had for a long time. I think a really unique presentation is to watch the sands of an hourglass and to talk about the fact that we live in an ecosystem down here that we're blessed with, that is defined by its boundaries being vegetation, clay banks, shell hash, sandbars, and that we have agreed that this ecosystem is under duress. So the one thing that we can't do anything about is the weather and the conditions and drought, rainfall. But we can do something about man's negative influence on this resource. And so we have to realize that time is of the essence, because a lot of this ecosystem is at the tipping point. And if we lose part A and part B, then it changes part C and part D. So time for action is now. If you look at the composition of this island up here, it's shell and grass, and down on the east end of it, it's lost its cover and the clay is exposed, and that's going to be the first thing that disappears. What makes the lake behind us a lake is the fact that it has boundaries. And the boundary on this that separates the lake from the bay is this land right here. And as I said, prior to Harvey, this was one continuous shoreline. Harvey created breaches in it, as you can see right here. And this leads on a higher water level, which can be 1.5 feet, easily 1.5 feet above where we have right now. So this breach right here, if we go through it with our boats, we're going to create a connection between this bay and that lake. And over time, this connection will do nothing but expand. The volume of water coming through here will increase, and the land will start to erode. And if that erodes, then we lose the characteristics of a marsh or a lake, and it becomes open bay, which is totally different habitat, an ecosystem for bait and fish and birds to prosper in. So while I did this little narrative, we've accumulated in the bottom of the hourglass a significant amount of what was in the top. And if I wanted to, I could not put that back in the top. It's not going to happen. So just understand, please, that we need to do something now to save this resource for our grandkids and for the future, and for itself, because it's worth saving.